everyone to our presentation about Zara company. Zara is one of the biggest international company which belongs to Inditex group, which is one of the hugest distribution company. Zara was established in 1975 by Amancio Ortega and Rosalina Mera. Nowadays, this company operates all over the world in more than 93 countries, and it has more than 2,000 retail stores all over the world. The first store was established in La Coruña in Spain.
If we look at the company's vision and mission, we can see that Zara is a daughter company of Inditex, which is a big consortium which owns Bershka, Pull&Bear, Massimo Dutti, Zara Home and other brands. And we can see that the mission and vision of Zara's and Inditex compare and have many similarities with each other. Both of them focus on sustainability and providing consumers and satisfying their needs. As we can see, Zara's slightly different mission statement reflects more focus on the customers rather than sustainability, because it is driven by the fast fashion philosophy. If we look at the organizational structure of Zara, we're able to see that it's a lean company, which means that it strives to boost up its performance, reducing number of hierarchy levels and at the same time to decentralize decision making. The low number of hierarchy levels in the company allows it to reduce the product cycle and at the same time to increase customer satisfaction, as the products are created instantly and consumed instantly. Moreover, Zara is a vertically integrated company, which means that it has control over all or several levels of its production, distribution in their product creation process. If we look at the organizational structure in Zara, we can see that Amancio Ortega is being at the top of the chairman, while there are very low hierarchy levels between, with national employees in the bottom, and very low department levels beneath them. Let's move on to the next slide, which is Zara's brand. Customers have defined Zara's brand from the very beginning. They have been the core, the foundation of the company, and they have defined its culture. Zara's ability of introducing new collections based on latest trends with the least amount of product cycle made it the most favorable brands among others in the world of customers in the fashion. Brand foundation is based on four main elements, which are shorter lead times, Zara produces clothes faster than other retailers, lower quantities, customer co-creation, and more styles. While other companies rely on outsourcing a cheap labor, Zara has its own dye house, which allows it to produce 12,000 models per year. While you can look at the brand wheel of Zara's company, I can tell you about the main attributes, which are fashionable clothes, feminine cuts, and at the same time the passion for fashion, which Zara strives to develop among its customers. Next one, mantra for employees. The philosophy of fast fashion means that companies should be adapted to the current trends around the world of fashion. And this concept goes even further into how employees in Zara dress as well. They all need to wear black. And the main thing about the Zara's employees are passionate about fashion, independent decision-making, entrepreneurial spirit, and being customer friendly. Also, you can see the reviews from the Glassdoor and Indeed.com, where you can see that the most favorable things about working in Zara are team spirit, salary above industry average, and good, comfortable working environment. While many other employees are seeing cold management, long shift hours as the most negative trends above being Zara's workers.
So now let's talk about the supply chain management of Zara. The supply chain of Zara is the business's activity in maximizing customer value and gain competitive advantage in the marketplace. It also represents the efficiency of managing the supply and manufacturing chain. In order for a business to operate, a company needs to buy things, make things, move things, or even service things if needed. It depends on which industry they are operating in. All those processes are part of the supply chain, and every company aims to handle those issues well in the most efficient and most economical way to increase their productivity and profitability. So, Zara adopted the Toyota's production system philosophy, the just-in-time production. Zara delivers fashionable and trendy numbers catered for different tastes through a controlled and integrated process. And they only receive goods only as they are needed in the production process to reduce inventory costs, increase production efficiency, and decrease waste. And they also adopt the fast fashion philosophy. Designs are based from high fashion runway and customers' feedback. In Zara's design department, they are receiving customers' feedback and reports directly from their managers, from their store managers. And they're giving high regards with those comments and feedbacks because they are considering those to improve their next design. And this is one of Zara's way to satisfy their customers' needs. 2 weeks processing until it reaches the store for selling. They are speeding up the production in order for the products to reach the stores while the trend is still peaking. They produce around 12,000 designs per year. And they are having cheaper pricing than others in the same industry, but targeting the mass. And they were able to do that by relying heavily on sophisticated fabric sourcing, cutting, and sewing facilities near to its design headquarters in Spain. So that means lower costs of production. So let's now take a look at the supply chain of Zara. Suppliers are all close to their factory, so Zara can order on a need basis. There are 200 fashion designers in charge for their new designs, and it takes them 3 to 8 days to manufacture the products. That includes the cutting, the sewing, the ironing, and the packaging of the products with tags affixed on it before delivering it to different countries. And it takes 1 to 2 days for them to transport the products. It takes 1 day by truck to deliver it to their stores in Europe, and takes 48 hours to other countries.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
Now let's look how Zara attracts their customers and how the company makes them to stay with Zara for a long time. The first thing they are doing is the perfect targeting. There are 4 main targeting categories. The first one is aging category. The company aims 3 different target groups. It's women from 20 to 40 years old, men from 25 to 40 years old, and children from 0 to 14. There are also 3 main target groups. The first one is that Zara aims people with average monthly income from 3,000 to 5,000 euros. However, their products are not really expensive. The average price for every single item is around 27 euros. However, it really depends on the country. The next targeting method is customer occupation. The main target group is people with high education, means that they're businessmen and businesswomen, mature people, as well as college students. And the last one is customer lifestyle. The company aims people who are living in cities, so they're urban citizens. As we found out from their best clothing brands ranking, Zara takes 14th place, along with such a huge brands as Lacoste and Nike. Customers have really wonderful feedbacks on the customer products. They believe that the company represents the best relation between price and quality ever. There are 5 key dimensions of Zara marketing. The first one is store location. Companies trying to locate their stores in centers of the city where there are a lot of people can see them. And store windows are wonderful. They depict the newest collections of the products that Zara does. Their indoor interior is also updated and following their last trends. Clients are treated really in a really polite and helpful way by the personnel.
Zara's future. Zara is one of the biggest fashion brands, and they achieved this with just-in-time manufacturing. They are following the mega trends the fastest in the fashion industry. They started shifting their selling into online because they realized that 4.2% is the difference between the shopping and online and offline. People tend to buy more of online. They could grow that if they move the manufacturing into Asia, since it would be less time consuming to transfer the staged goods to Spain, and from Spain transfer it for all around the world. It would be easier and also cheaper if they manufactured and produced everything in China and in Asia and they transferred to the world. Zara is one of the most profitable business because they are innovating in marketing. They have omni-channel user experience, so that is why Zara is profitable. As you can see, Zara's stock price grew from 2012 till 2017, and the price almost tripled in these years. Zara faces many challenges as other businesses in fast fashion. There are huge competitors as H&M and Mango. Mango started to cut their prices, so they are not as expensive anymore as they used to be. And Zara should change the marketing strategy, since they just mostly have mouth-to-mouth advertising, and this disturbs the message what they really want to send to the customers. They just only spend 0.3% of the revenues to advertising, while other companies spend 3%. And let's see what happens in ownership, since the founder retired, and now the new owner should keep the Zara's values because they are essential.